Hello and thanks for joining me in the WNCT Now Digital Studio. I'm Katie Augustine. Today I have some crash statistic updates from the Greenville Police Department. Their Traffic Safety Task Force shared some improvements, some numbers, some statistics with us today to share with the members of the community. So this task force was implemented in 2018 because the city of Greenville has been ranked #1 in the entire state for the number of crashes, which is obviously not a good thing. So they were implemented to try to improve that number, and proud to say since then the city of Greenville has dropped to #5.
So we kind of focused on 3 E's. We focused on enforcement, education, and engineering. And we learned that really engineering and enforcement really need to take the lead in this.
So when we were ranked at #1, there was 400 crashes per month in the city of Greenville.
When you start thinking about it's average of 2 cars running into each other at that time, that's 800 plus cars crashing into each other in the city every month.
Now that we're #5, we're seeing closer to 350 accidents per month, which is a major improvement. There's been 500 less crashes than the previous year, and this has decreased hundreds of injuries, fatalities, and one number that Greenville Police Chief Mark Holtzman was really proud of is that the pedestrian incidents is down by 16. So specifically, there's been some projects that are going on. So the first one we're going to talk about is crosswalks. So they've implemented a lot of different crosswalks to increase safety. The biggest, most important one as of right now is at Ficklin Drive and Charles Boulevard.
Big flagship crosswalk for us is over at Ficklin, right at the bottom of the stadium. Everybody can see that one. You see the flashing lights that are there. We have some at the boundary. We're installing a brand new one that just went in over at Moy, over by the hospital, and we're looking at some of our neighborhoods where we've had injuries.
And then another one that is upcoming is going to be on River Bluff, which is I now understand is Harbor Point, and 10th Street. Chief Holtzman says this is the biggest crosswalk project yet. There's going to be a new double crosswalk with the center delineators to just be able to control traffic a little better and make sure that pedestrians can cross the street safely and have enough time to do so. So speaking of these center delineators, these are the white and yellow poles that you see in the median, or they act as a median to prevent you from turning left. The first implementation was at Arlington Boulevard and Smithwick Drive, and I'm going to let Chief Holtzman tell you about the success of that.
The year before we put that in there, we had 22 crashes at that location for people turning left coming out. One of them was a fatality. Rick designed it, we got it installed, and the year following that we had 2 minor crashes.
Now here's a list of potential places that some more center delineators are going to go. None of these are set in stone, I don't believe, as of right now. And next we'll talk about the red light camera program. The numbers are still being updated for this year, but we have some statistics from last year to share. There's been a 27% decrease in total crashes within 150 feet of a red light camera intersection, 23% decrease in the number of red light citations, and one interesting fact that was shared is that only 4% of people who get a red light ticket get another one. So Chief Holtzman says this is really about changing behavior of drivers. The GPD Traffic Safety Task Force actually received an award for the success of all of these programs and projects from the Governor's Highway Safety Program. Now you can read more specific statistics, more details, more upcoming projects in the web article portion of this story. Thanks for watching. I'm Katie Augustine.